Hey there, I'm back. This is the Masked Gamer, ready to do my full clash of my first Stoneface delve. If you know the game well, you'll note the map in front of me looks a little different than we thought it was going to. It's because I realized, after I set up the rat walls, that I could have used this here, this Swan Strider card, and flipped it upside down to ignore a flood token, thus preventing myself from getting that extra threat, meaning I could have indeed made it all the way back and done the Paleblood Worms. And so that is what we are doing. We're doing the Paleblood Worms. Woo! Excited. Look how gross they are. Look how gross they are in the book. Paleblood worms, gross, gross, worms. Okay, so we're gonna do some story time, and then we're gonna explain the rules of this fight. When a wound is left to fester, it begins to stink and fills with maggots. Mankind's sin is a similar wound, its profanity a stench that would offend even the All-Father's patience, and within that wound the maggots are clear for all to see. But from the sermons of the heretic Father Ambrose of Cross, because these are wandering monsters from the Red Kingdom of Ashen, which is a big be more blood. There will be more blood. Okay. Pale blood worms. The mere mention of their name is enough to give a physician pause. All too often, the doctors and sawbones of the border counties are forced to amputate the limbs that have been gnawed on by the writhing menace, their venom turning crimson blood into pale, milky pus and setting a rot deep in the flesh. The worms have become more widespread, burrowing under the land to spread out in all directions. Their predilection for blood would suggest they hail from Eshin, a possible byproduct of the grotesque holy rites of the sanguine theocracy. But nobody can say for sure. Theocracy. All you know is that the ground under your feet ripples from the passage of a dozen bloated serpentine bodies. Predicting where they will come to surface will be a challenge, and you must beware their venomous bite. Dun, 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 dun. Though we have set this map up for this, you'll note, well, I mean, you can barely see this stuff because I'm poor, but these are hail burrows that they come out of. Those are also chasms, which means if I land on them, then I immediately die. And they have a number because they might come out of one depending on what the thingy says to do. What it says specifically is they will spawn Turo X. They will appear on the designated Turo tile. Sure, whatever. We also have columns, which we can knock into and fall down. We have ruined walls, which are also obscuring obstacles and turn into rubble if we fall on them. Oh, I didn't get a rubble terrain tile. Hold up. I suck at life. Rubble in case I get knocked into a wall. Is it not to wall? They do an AI and a signature. We need a 6 or higher to hit. We need to kill 7 of these to win because this is a level 1 fight. Each of the knights has 5 blood tokens, which look kind of like this. They're little flash boards. And if they ever have no blood, they immediately die. They bleed out. There's a suck keyword because it sucks. We have to move blood tokens from the target to the attacker. There's also gated effects based on how much blood is on the mob. So the more blood they suck, the suckier they become. When they die, their blood explodes and gets split amongst the knights in their area. And then they will respawn outside of the clash board and attack whoever is the priority target at that point in time. Also, some new things. The pale burrows are chasms, as we said, they're holes. When you're adjacent to, you can discard a blood to lure out a pale worm and fight it. Also, when this center section, the blood geyser, which 2 of us start on, which kind of sucks. When a pale blood worm starts or ends its movement on this tile, place 1 blood token on it. When a knight starts or ends on this tile, they discard the amount of blood tokens equal to their passion. So I was originally going to organize the map a little bit differently and have my heroes here readier to attack, But because their passion is higher, I decided not to do that because then they'd have to discard blood. So starting this fight with a lot of passion is actually a little dangerous. Dangerous? Dangerous. Okay. We're going to dive on in. Oh boy. Currently, little Sarah is not on the board because he's not on the board. And here we go. AI 1, we have a swarming bite. Ooh, gross. Okay. This is going to target the knight with the least blood tokens, meaning it's going to target the priority target, which is going to be Stoneface, as desired. It's going to move and attack. For each hit, it will do 1 damage, and then it will suck 1. If it has 2 or more blood, it will do it again, but it's only going to suck 1, so that's going to be okay. And then after attack, it's going to burrow to 7, which is like, oh, that's not so bad. Okay. So that's going to be 3 hits against Stoneface. I don't see any reason for Stoneface to move at all. And we're going to move this dice. We're going to take this dice. Where is our red button? It's over here. So we have to evade 9+ on these. Now I have guard 2 and leash 1, so I might want to take a look at what that is after I roll these dice. I think it's after I roll the dice, right? Guard is one of those keywords that I just can't get to stick in my head for some reason. Before re-rolling evasion dice, you can add I can add 2 to the result, spread between any evasion dice, and those dice cannot be re-rolled. So if I get like a 7, I can use that to make one of those like a miss, which is cool. Okay, here we go. So we got a 9, we got a 6, and we got a 7. So, each hit's only going to do 1 damage, which is just not so bad. And it's not going to get me down below minor no matter what. So I don't think I want to use Fate or that skill in order to do anything. But maybe it gives me an extra leash. I have something with an unleash 3. We still have this second one, which is going to do signature, and that's going to attack the knight with the most blood tokens, who is going to be not me. Let's see. Yeah, what the heck? All right, we're gonna spend 2 to guard 2, and then we're gonna spend 1 more to re-roll this 6, which is also a miss. So I take 1 damage, but I do get another leash token, giving me 3. I do get an armor roll, which is this, to try to stop that. And I failed, so I didn't mitigate anything, so there's no extra leash for that. And that is 1 damage, bringing me down to 9. I am in Minor Mortis, so we're going to draw a Minor Mortis card. And we are poisoned, and that's going to bring me up to max heat as well. Oops. Maybe I shouldn't have done all that, but I did. Okay, so I need to get a poison 1. This is going to probably suck in this fight, the poison, I'm assuming. But we'll see. Poison, 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 and poison 1. Okay. Then it is going to suck 1. If it had 2 or more, this attack would be repeated, but it doesn't. So after the final attack, it is going to burrow to 7. I don't think there's any reason to do a reaction there. And this goes in here. All right. Now, number 2 is going to do signature, which is blood slash. Blood splash, blood slash. These are gross. Closest knight with the most blood tokens. So that is actually a tie between Kaeya and Sir Sanj. But I wanted to go for, maybe I do want to go for Kaeya. Well, what happens here? So this is starting on that day. Oh, if it starts or ends. It starts or ends. So I guess that means it starts on it and it immediately gets one. And so I don't want it to end on it, so it's going to have to come here. And that's going to attack Sir Sanj. Okay, so Sir Sanj, because it has one blood on it, it adds an extra die that I have to roll. So I have to roll 4 dice, which sucks. And that's a 9 plus, and it's going to do more sucking. It's going to knock me down. It's going to suck some more. Oh my gosh, suck 1 for each hit leaves one. Do this. Then the 2 plus it's knocked down, and suck 1 again. This sucks a lot of blood. Okay, well, I mean, it is what it is. So, all right, we got to get a 9 plus. I can guard, I can reinforce, I can lesser dodge. Is lesser dodge before the roll? Dodge, dodge, dodge. We were about to resolve it. I know we're going to be +1 evasion. Yeah, we're gonna take 1 to lesser dodge on that because we do not want to be. Well, actually, it doesn't really matter. We're not going to do that because dodge. It's not the damage; it's the blood, and I can't stop the blood anymore. 9. Well, that lesser dodge would have prevented 2 of those. I do get to re-roll 1 from my shield. I am going to get a heat to use guard 1 from the shield as well. So that will make that a success. And that's a success too. So that's 2. So I'm going to take 2 damage. I exhausted my shield, but that doesn't have armor on it, but this Holbrook does, so we get to roll this. And that didn't prevent any damage, so I take 2 damage. Boom. It does not raise my heat level, and that is a minor mortis. Wait, did I do this in the right order? No. First we suffer. Then, for each hit, we lose 1. So we lost 2. We're going to do a minor mortis check. This is subdue. Place 1 random card from your hand into your cooldown area. That sucks. Okay. This is not starting off so great, is it? Nope. True. It's my reflex. Excellent. But it said cooldown area, not delay area, so it could have been worse. And then it now has 2 plus on it. So it's going to knock me down and suck another 1. Okay, then it's going to teleport. I can react now, but I don't see the point. It's going to. Oh no! It's going to teleport all the way over to here. Okay. Now I see the problem. It sucked up all of that blood. I can't get to it to throw the blood off. The whole point is I want to get blood back onto the knights that lost blood. Wow, it's tricky, isn't it? Okay. Kaela can't shoot nothing. This guy in the middle is just gonna taunt everybody, but it's got all of this blood on. I want to kill number 1, but I want to kill number 1 with Sanch or Stoneface. But there's no really good way to get there, is the problem. Worried about it too. How can I get there? The ruined wall is a destructible obstacle. So I would need to move to get to this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm never going to get there. Rolling that 1 is terrible. To move that thing there, I'm just going to have to wait for it to come back somehow. So, Kaeya, she's got a movement of 4. So if she comes here and kills this, then maybe Sanj can get some blood back. So that's what we're going to do. She is starting her movement on this space. She has a passion of 1, so she has to discard 1 blood token because of the blood geyser. And then she's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. She's got a blood. Let me take that. Oh, no, that's her. I did it wrong. Okay, that's fine. She had zero passion, so that was great. Okay, now she's got one passion. Now she's fighting. Now she's got to get her 6+ to hit. She's got a +1 from that, but this deck is getting kind of thin. Still, an 8 is a hit, so that is a hit on number 3. So we're gonna see what that is. See what we're gonna do with. This is an albino bloodworm. Aw, precious. It's kind of cute. Look at it. It's like a little alien monster. When you reveal this BP, discard 1 blood token from the closest name. Womp. I'm going to need to deal 4 damage to this. It's got an overcome power 1. If I wound it, I get knocked back 4, which I think is okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Well, do I choose which way that is? Not sure. So those are both away. Those are both away, so I could choose which way it goes, I think. If I fail, it will burrow to space 4. I obviously didn't get a crit, so there's no crit here, but I think this should be okay. Of course, we're going to roll the miss. Nope, we didn't. It's 3. I've got 1 break from the break pool. My weapon on a green adds 1, so that's 5 total. I'm not going to be able to get 2 more out of that, so it's just going to be a regular wound. So first, we're going to knock back 4, and that's going to be. Well, we're going to plan to have Sanch try. Well, can Sanch even do that? Sanch has a movement of 3, so he can't get there anyway. 10. Maybe that was unwise. I already revealed it, so I can't change anything. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Knockback. That is a wound. So this dies. We're going to finish resolving the current action and then do a thing. So this goes onto the wound stack. We are going to we have to finish resolving the current action and then despawn it. So this card is going to go away and get replaced by an AI2. If I'm understanding this correctly. That worm had no blood on it, so that's means nothing really happens there. This passes to the next thing in line, which is BP1. Then we clear the pool, we refill the pool, which is now just 2 opening tokens because Bianca's kind of lame. And yeah, so we finish resolving the current action. We spawn a new Paleblood worm outside of the clash board. That's going to be this one. Boom. And yeah. It's not activating yet, so we don't worry. Okay. Kaede is the one with the blood. She is going to lose a passion. She might as well try to kill number 1 because nobody else is going to be able to. And Stoneface can at least try to kill number 4. The problem is there's no break tokens in there. Stoneface at least would get. Does he get an auto break? Why do I think he gets an auto? What would he get an auto break? Let's see. I thought he got an auto break. That's it. Shield leash, movement place, second chance. Why did I think he got an auto break first? Does anyone? Oh no, it's Sir Sanch that gets an auto break, but I don't want him stepping onto that chasm because he's just going to die. No. Well, it depends on where. He can lure one out with a blood, but that doesn't really do him any good things. Well, I think we want to get Kaye out off of this space regardless. So we're just gonna. She's gonna be able to kill her. And Forlorn. I think she will. She's gonna lose a blood, but she's on that space and has one passion. She's gonna move here so that she can aim at both of them. And she's gonna shoot number 1. Ooh. Okay. So first, 4 plus 2 is 6. That's enough to hit. And this is going to be number 1 reset. She's going for. This is a pinkish blood wound, so they're each different colors. When you reveal this, discard 1 blood token from the closest knight. So that would be either her or Bianca. We'll make it be her because she's the one attacking. This is also a 4. Same. Oh, we get health back if we kill it properly. But this one's going to knock her back, which is okay, assuming she hits it. She definitely hit it. It's too bad we couldn't roll that first because that would have been a crit. But it's definitely a hit. So this kills number 1. This goes on the wound pile. This gets rotated out. Okay. Then her wind, this gets exhausted. She's going to add 2 breaks and an opening. She gets knocked back 4. And I believe that's. It's in within range. So yes, she does get knocked back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then afterwards, this is going to get spawned here. That exploded, so it would have gone on to. When does it explode? Whenever Paleblood dies, distribute tokens among knights in zone X, where X is the number of those tokens. So it would have been zone 1. So that blood actually doesn't go anywhere. Oh, that's stupid. Okay, I failed that. That was not the best move for me. And so number 4 is going to go, and number 1 is going to spawn. But yeah. I think I just want to get. There's no way that. Oh wait, no, because he can lure someone out with a blood now when he goes. Do I want to? I think I'm just going to have him go now. I can't do anything. I'm following down. Yeah, I'm still going to have him go now. So we're going to take this back. He's going to get his 3. He's going to spend 1 heat to stand up. Okay. We're going to spend 1 heat to do something with the monkey, which is going to be what? We'll get attack reroll 1. Put it on the monster board, which gives everybody evasion reroll, which would have been nice before. Can't kill number 2. Now I could spend a blood to lure out a Paleblood worm that is not currently on the board. If I do, place it on this. So if I pass that, that'll make number 2 attack next. If I suck out Paleblood Worm 1 and kill it, then Paleblood Worm 2, the one with all of the blood, will come out from behind there and potentially go for Stoneface if he's close. And I think that's all going to be very useful for me. So I think this is what I'm going to do here. I'm going to move 1, 2, 3. I'm going to risk it and spend 1 blood to summon this guy up here. And then I'm going to go. I feel like maybe I should have had Stoneface go first, but it's too late now. And yeah, so that brings my passion up to 3. Yep. And we roll 1 die to attack. I get a +1 with my storied blade. 9 + 1 is 10. So that's definitely a hit. I'm not going to re-roll that. Oh, I get an auto break. He's the one who gets auto break. That's why I was like, that makes sense. It all made sense, I swear. I'm going to be rolling 3 dice. And Paleblood Worm BP2 is a writhing bloodworm. Oh, this one also only has 4 to hit it. If I wound it, the closest bloodworm will perform burrow 5, etc., etc. I should be able to get 1, 2, 3, 4 with the breaks. That's enough. +1. I'm going to try to re-roll this and see if I can get a better roll on there. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because of break. 6 because of my weapon. It's still not enough to overcome it, but it is enough to hurt it. So the closest pale worm is number 4, which is going to burrow at number 5, so it doesn't get the extra blood, which is nice. So that's pretty cool. Not so cool for Sir Sanch, who's in a lot of trouble, but you know, it is what it is. We've done a wound. This dies. And that was a number 2. Oh, wait. When a pale card. I'm trying to figure out if we spawn based on that. This has immediate. So let me check because sometimes we don't do the next level up, and sometimes we do. So I'm trying to figure out what exactly is going to happen. Yes, it follows route similarly. Okay, so it is going to be 1 left. So we already have a 3 out. That's pretty wild. Okay, so that was that, and this was that's fine. We have to remove a BP and AI2 from this pile, shuffle it an AI3, which could be very, very bad, but we'll see. And then we get to do our pool. But whenever I attack, I lose 1 heat, which I forgot all about. I had power reroll. I didn't get enough to overpower, but I did get to overbreak. Unfortunately, I have provoke, so that should have. Well, I attacked it face me. Okay, so we're going to add 2 breaks, and I think it's 2 openings. 1 opening, 2 breaks. Not the best stuff in there. Oh shoot! And we have an AI3 on top of the pile, and what's his face can't get to anybody. That's gonna suck. Okay. Yeah, so my only chance to get that AI3 out of there is to suck shit up and summon one of these other things. So we have 1, 2, 3. We need to get 7. Wow. I'm gonna have to do this. Oh, it's still gonna have a really high chance of that. I think I paced this fight poorly, and I think I'm gonna suffer as a result. But the thing is, if I want to be able to do 4 wounds the second round, I gotta do 4 wounds this first round. So, yeah. Monsters have unlimited movement, so I'm gonna go ahead and come here, so that hopefully I can somewhat taunt things when it comes to Sir Sanch. We're gonna discard 1 blood to make number 3. Yeah, number 3 appear here, because we don't want to be trying to hit that number 1 yet. Gonna raise our Passione by 1. And we're going to go ahead and attack with our shoddy pitchfork. Our shoddy pitchfork. Okay, that's 2 hits. It's 1, 2, 3. I can push, but that'll kill me, so we're not going to. And we're going to reveal body part 3. This is a diseased bloodworm. That sounds great. When you reveal this, each knight must either, oh shit, lose health equal to the amount of blood tokens they have, or discard blood tokens equal to their passion. Okay, so Bianca's going to discard 1 blood because she only has 1 passion. Sir Sanch is going to lose 2 health, bringing him down to 6, which is still just minor. Kaye is going to lose 3 health, bringing her to 5. And Sir Sanch is going to lose 3 health, bringing him down to 6, which makes him major. Oh, I forgot to lower my heat by 2. Okay. And this has instincts, which is going to be sucky as well. I need to get 5 wounds on this. Okay. Is there, I have some stuff I can use if I have to. But we'll see how it goes first. Okay, let's try to get 5 wounds. Here we go. Trying to get 5 wounds. That is 1 wound and 2 break tokens. I get 1 reroll from that. I'm going to use this to get a 2nd reroll. So we're going to reroll both of these because we need 5 wounds. 1, 2, 3, 4 is not 5. But we did get enough to overcome and put this into the pile. This is going to be really bad, though. This is going to suck 1 blood from me. Then I lose 1 health because there's a blood on the card. I have to do a Mortis draw for Major Mortis. Please be a bonus attack. Nope. Poison 3 and gain 3 heat. You know what? That's going to really mess me up because I'm already poisoned. I'm going to unleash 3 to use 2nd chance and draw something else. Hopefully that was wise. Whisper of the Grail, you may gain 2 passion. Okay, well, that's something. It's not what I wanted because I wanted a bonus attack, but it's what I got, so it's what I got. Okay. So that all went down. My priority target doesn't move because that wasn't on the instinctive attack. I do lose 1 more health from poison. And we clear the pool. We get a power token in there now at least. We get, I'm at 5 now, so that gives me a lot of stuff. So it's going to give me 3 breaks. And 2 openings. Oh, 3 openings, actually. So at least I'm in like a pretty decent place to do something on this next turn. But also, everybody's is very much almost dead. He's already used his 2nd chance to avoid that poison. This might be a loss. We'll see. Oh, you know what? He's going to hide. He hid. There's no need to use that right now. That's a no side. Okay, he hid. Sir Stoneface is a little hiding limp. He is hidden behind a column. All right, next monster round. Boom, boom. We're gonna start with Paleblood word number 2 up in that corner. Doing an AI 3. Doing an AI 3 to us. So this is gonna be, it's gonna be pretty nasty. All right, let's see what this is. This is Death by 1,000 bites. It is going to be a 6 die attack with 6+. It's going for the knight with the least blood tokens, which is currently a Sir Sanch. It is going to be 7 dice. He's going to suck 1. Each hit's going to do 1 damage. And then it's going to knock me down and suck 2. So I'm going to die. Unless I get a bonus attack with a mortis roll. I die. That's it. Because it's going to be, because he's got all that blood on him. There is, the damage doesn't help me any. Yeah, that's... All right, well, I guess Sanch is not going to complete his mission after all. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom. Okay. Wow. That's... Wait, I'm looking at the wrong card. I was looking at the wrong card. I was looking at the signature. Medically Splintered. For every 2 hits, suck 1 and roll 1 additional die you want. Each hit, lose 2 health. And then my heat's not too high, so it won't suck unless things suck. It won't suck unless things suck. All I really need to do here is roll 6 6s or higher. That should be fine. If my life goes up to that, then he's gonna suck again. But wait, is suck only adjacent or is it no matter what? Suck is no longer. Suck is not here. Is suck a adjacent only thing? I don't know. And I'm going to say it's not, because how is it going to suck my blood if it's not adjacent to me? So I'm going to say that I can reflex out of that. Of course, the thing that's going to let me block an attack is here. Well, we're going to have to just see how this dice roll goes first. So we have to roll 6 dice. And we're trying to get 6 plus. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 misses. Okay. If one of these rerolls comes up good, then I avoid all of it. Or does block happen after the dice roll or before? Just trying to figure out how to stay alive here. Wow. Block. Treat 1 successful hit as a David. You know, well, yeah. Let's use our free reroll first. 7. Okay, so that means it's only 1 hit, so no sucks came through. I'm just going to lose 2 damage for that. I have armor. And I evaded 1 of those. That's just 1 damage. It does bring me to major, but that could have been much worse. So let's see what we have here. Heroic death. You die, but you won't sell yourself your life cheap. Immediately do a bonus attack, then shuffle this back into the thing and die. I don't want to die, so instead of dying, I'm going to use this second chance to re-roll that, to redraw that. Now, what sucks is what I draw from here might be even worse, but we'll see. Counterattack. This is perfect. Stand up, refresh 1, immediately move 3 spaces, and perform a bonus attack, which prevents that second suck and prevents that burrow. Now, here's the deal. If I kill number 2, then all that blood will explode back to the 2 of us, which is exactly what I need to happen. Unfortunately, number 4 is going to do signature, which is going to go for the closest knight with the most blood tokens, which will be me if I blow that up. Now, the other thing that I could do is I could attack number 3 instead, which would give just 1 blood to. I'm still going to be the closest knight. Yeah, I'm still going to be the closest knight if I attack number 3. If I attack number 4, it'll go for priority charge. It's going to attack me no matter what. So we're gonna go for number 2 to try to get the easy hit in, try to get all of this stuff going. So number 2, we're going to bump this up to 4. This is going to be a bonus attack against number 2. That was a really, really bad roll. 4 plus 3 is still 7, but I need to. Oh, I get a free attack reroll from the Storied Blade. So 9, that's a hit. We get an auto break from the Storied Blade, and that is going to be provoke. It's facing me already, and I can do a hug me. Don't do that. Okay. Oh, I can't go that way. Can't technically hug. We're number 2. This is a pustulant bloodworm. It's pustulant. Pustulant it is, and oh man, it's gonna knock me back. No, it's gonna knock me down. Oh well. 1. Wow, I could not even get 3. No, I did. I did get 3. That's 1 from the sword, 2, 3. I get a free reroll from this. And I want to just get it to be 1 higher so I can get an extra break in there. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 now. So that's that's enough to queue up with power. It does have 2 or more blood, so I am knocked down yet again. But I'm not dead. I'm not dead. It's a knockdown. And this one dies. This goes here. So that's 4 wounds. We have to remove an AI 1. I mean, I survived an AI 3, so, whatever. Okay, so we did that. That was enough to overbreak as well. And then at 4. So that is going to be 2 break tokens, 2 opening tokens. I've got to lose one of these when I attacked with my thing. And that is what we got. That's cool. It's all cool. It's all buttery frozen soup nuts. We still need to do 1, 2, 3 more, which means 1 regular and 1 BP3 potentially, or something else, but we'll see. And all of this blood goes pew 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 amongst people within that range. So we're going to give 2 blood to me, 1 blood to me. And this, oh no, now it's going to be that one that attacks next. And BP4 is going to go with signature. Closest knight with the most blood tokens is going to be Sir Sanch, who is knocked down, can't really do anything about it, and that is what it is. So it's going to be a 4-die attack against me. I'm in so much trouble. All right. We got 1 9, so that blocks 1 of them. It's going to do a suck 1. Oh, we get 1 free reroll. That's 2 9s. Okay, so it's going to be 2 damage. It's going to suck 1. I'm going to take 2 damage, but I can roll for armor. 1, so I take 1 damage, bringing me down to 4 health. Because it has 2, I'm knocked down, but I can't be knocked down again, but it sucks another 1. Oh, shoot, I forgot. That means it needs to go on there. I hope I was doing the thing. That did not suck. That did not suck. I think I didn't mess it up, but if I did, I apologize. I might have missed a suck somewhere. Okay. I have to do a Mortis draw for Major. Inner Strength. Lose 2 heat. You may stand up, and immediately you may stand up and immediately do a bonus attack. Sir Sanj is, oh gosh, spending that second chance, spending the second chances that I spent proved to be very, very wise indeed. We are going to use that bonus attack on number 4 because it has 2 blood that we can get back. So that is excellent. This is changing everything. It's making everything seem possible. I love it. It makes me so happy. I am such a good mood. Yeah, I'm gonna take a heat to re-roll that die. Sure. Yeah, that's 2 hits. Now I'm gonna get 4 dice. It's gonna be against a BP, the last BP1. This is pretty much done for. It's a desiccated bloodworm. When revealed, move 1 blood token from the closest knight onto this BP card. Okay, that's fine. It's gonna just explode and give me all my blood back anyway. I only need to get 3 things. Activate 1. What does that mean? Oh no! Monsters are gonna get a bonus attack after I wound it. That's wild. Okay, well that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is more than enough to overpower all of that stuff. Okay, so it is going to activate. So we're going to activate the next mob after we move this, which sucks, but that's okay. This is going to go onto the wound pile. We've killed number 4. That's 3 blood that goes to a bunch of us. So we're gonna put 2 blood on me. 1 more blood. We'll give myself 4 blood because I'm probably going to get hit again. We're going to, that was a BP1, so we're going to have to take an AI1 out from here, shuffle in the last the AI2 into here. A BP2 is going to go here. This activation happened and is done, but the diseased bloodworm over there is going to activate. And we have, I have to clear the pool first too. Orders of events. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to need to kill 2 more. We clear the pool again. We have. So that's. Well, I lose the heat because I attacked. It would have been an auto break, but it doesn't matter. I definitely overbroke. That's 1, 2 breaks and 2 openings. Okay. It's still the enemy turn, by the way, but we are going to draw an activation. Oh shoot, and it's an AI3. We're going to draw an activation for number 3 here. Oh look, it's death by 1,000 bites again. We remember that. Knight with the least blood tokens would be Stoneface, Kaeya, or Bianca. Now there's no Stoneface is hiding, so it can't be him. So whichever of these 2 is closest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's gonna go for her. Which is fine. Kill her all you want. I don't care. I think she gets an extra thing because there's 6 dice. I think she's the bot. Yeah, she's going to draw 2 evasion cards. So she's evaded 1 hit altogether, which is fine. She's still got so much health, so it's okay. Oh no, that only evades 1. So we're gonna try re-rolling 1 of those. 1, so that's 2 evasion altogether. So she still got 4. So for every 2 hits, so she got sucked 2. Rolls 1 additional die, evaded that one. And so that was 2 hits, that's 4 damage, bringing her to 5. Her heat is not above there. This burrows itself over to 9 over here. And that was that extra activation, so that now moves here. And now it is the knight's turn. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to do 2 more wounds. So either I have to kill 2 BP2s or kill 1 BP3. Now, the BP, that's the only thing on the map right now. Both of my guys can do a whole bunches of damage. Sir Sanch is going to get an auto break out of things as well. And I think what we're going to do is Sir Sanch is going to try to lure out one of these BP2s. I think that's the safer route. Yes. So, Sir Sanch lures out a BP2 and then attacks it. He loses 1 heat. Oh, he gets that back. He loses 1 heat because he's attacking it. He's going to roll 1 die. 5 plus 2 is 7. That's enough. And we're going to see what number 2 is. It is a famished blood. If it had 3 or more health, we would have discarded the blood instead of blowing it up because it's so hungry. While it's revealed, all suck values are increased by 1, but we should be able to beat this no problem. 1, 2, 3, 4 from the breaks, 5 from my special power. We get a free power reroll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not enough to overcome, but that's fine. It does not have 3 or more blood on it. It just dies and goes into our wound pile, gets replaced by a 3, 2, gets replaced by a 3. I can see how this fight can go. It's that extra fail mechanic is pretty wild. We're going to use his movement because he's not moving to restore that shield. Okay, and we're going to clear the pool. We overbroke, but not overbroke. So that's going to be 3 breaks. 1, 2, 3 openings. And we should be very, very nicely set up for Stoneface to finish this out. I hope. We'll see. But that's what we're going to do. So first, Stoneface loses his... oh, the rogue thing disappeared because he would have been targeted but wasn't. He's going to attack. This goes here. This goes here. Is there anything I want to do with this stuff? No. Right. So we just have to get 2 hits. 6 plus. We're going to re-roll one of those. Okay, that's 2 hits. He is now at 5, so he's going to get a total of 4 dice to attack with. And we're going to. Oh, I summoned. I summoned number 4, and that's the one we're going to try to attack. This is a tunneling bloodworm. If we wounded it, it would have activated something if it had blood on it. While it's revealed, Burrow becomes roll a die, and it goes to that random result. So if we critted this, we'd be able to choose where things go at the end of the clash, but this should be the end. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is definitely enough to wound that, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 wounds on the bloodworms. We have dead bloodworms. We have a lot of stuff to do because we have just finished our death. So we're going to do all of those things. First of all, we don't have any Bane tokens, so I'm not going to really worry about any of all of these other modifiers here, but we do get a full clash scavenge 1 and then regular scavenge 3, so we get a full clash. Regular scavenge 3 is going to be 1 kingdom, 1 kingdom, 1 upgrade. That's all just pretty much money at this point anyway. All right, heading on to our loot. We got a whole bunch of cards that are going to be potential loot for us. This is our loot stack here. We're going to go back to this view. We are going to zoom in. Okay. So here's what we've got coming to us. So from the Paleblood worms, we have the Worm Hood. This gives you Hug 1 and Guard 1, but the Guard 1 is free. which is pretty good. That's like a plus. That's technically a +1 evasion to an evasion, which is not so bad and might be something Stoneface might be interested in. Next, we have the worm hook. We have the worm hook. This is better than the shoddy pitchfork, even though it doesn't have reach. It gives an extra die. Has opening 2, hug 1. You can also use it to ignore burrow, which is useful for these guys later on. But let's see what else we've got here. Currently, I'm looking at the worm hood for. I think I'm looking at the worm hood for Stoneface because he's going to get his. He's going to get his. Greg, use your words. He is going to get his special weapon because nobody died. Barely. All right. Next, from the Bog Witch, we have the Ancestral Ritual Mask. This is a support thing that could potentially give you. Oh, it gives you +X to all judgment and virtue tests. For 2 heat, you can swap spaces with another knight who has the Ancestral Ritual Mask card. Yeah, but there's only one. How would there be another knight who has that card? That doesn't make sense. But okay. I guess maybe at higher levels there's multiple copies. How do I know what X is? Oh, X is the number of knights who have the Ancestral Ritual Mask card. So it must be other levels, and you get more copies of it as you level up. If X is 3 or more, you can use this ability as a free action. This gives you +1 to all judgment and virtue tests. That's going to be good if we fight all 4 levels and get all of that. We also have we have a stump hammer made of the tree stump. That's 2 black dice. It gives you -1 speed. Both of my guys are already really slow, but its accursed strength lets him ignore 1 -1 penalty from any equipped gear card. It's commit, which costs a heat, which he doesn't have a lot of. It's cumbersome, which means he has to just put it down. He can spend 3 heat to destroy an adjacent destructible object. So this is cool, but I don't think it's right for either of these two. So I don't know that I'm going to take that. And then I have the normal Sunken Kingdom gear available. One of those things gives me might and lets me ignore unwieldy on weapons, which is good if I'm using a bow. One of those lets me move through swamp terrain and trail make and stuff. And then we've got some upgrade cards. And we're going to get 2 pieces of gear out of this. So really, what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this ritual mask and this worm hood and give both of those to Stoneface because he doesn't have any kind of other gear right now. And then we get 2 things that can go to Sir Sarge. So we have a weapon thing that can stop me from having to involuntarily exhaust or discard my weapon. We have something that will give my armor the shield trait, and I can discard it to fully block an attack. We have Rugged Camo, which is all about swamp terrain. He's already got some other stuff. I'm going to go ahead and put that spare shield plate onto his armor there. Give some potential free block. And yeah, we'll actually, well, no, because I already gave 2 things to him. And his movement's not great. Neither is his. Doesn't have unwieldy. I don't think I'm going to give him anything else. I think we're just going to let him get an extra kingdom gear for his loot. So that was a kingdom gear for loot. We spent an upgrade. We spent a full. We spent an exhibition. So that's going to be 1 kingdom, 1 kingdom, 1 kingdom, 1 upgrade, 1 kingdom, and that's going to be the money that they get. I do not like to do that whole, what should I call it? I don't like to do any of the gambling games. They kind of just, I don't like gambling in the first place. They just don't do it for me. So that's what we've got here. That's what we've done. So the next time that I play this solo, what's going to happen is we're going to do a Vassal tier delve with Sir Sanj, with Stoneface coming along, and Stoneface will hopefully be a tad bit more useful with the gear that he got from today, which is in their boxes off to the side. So, but we can read their little. We completed our quests done, so that's fun. So Sir Sanj, we had said he was doing the one that gives him an additional might permanently, selfless duty. So that is here. The ramshackle old home is barely holding together, hiding in the shadow of the deep fog on the very edge of the city. The dilapidated structure sags as if crushed beneath a massive foot, the roof's spine broken, the walls bulging out. You step inside, eyes roving about the picked clean carcass. Not a single thing of value remaining, every last wobble, memento, and iron spoon pillaged. The kingdom's vultures have been thorough. The creak of a warped floorboard behind you alerts you to their approach. You turn to see two nearly identical men approaching with weapons bared. Behind them, you sigh, addressing the girl who begged for your aid. I see you've been playing this game long, lass. Long enough, she shrugs. It's a living. In times like these, it's every man for himself, right? It doesn't have to be. You feel your weariness mixed with frustration as your hand grasps your weapon. Don't do this. You'll regret it. Not the first mark to say that. You're past it, old man. Lay down your arms and hand over any valuables. So confident are the trio, they fail to notice the tiny shape scampering in the shadows. Little Sir launches from the gloom straight at the woman's face. She screams as a flurry of fur, fang, and fury lands upon her, the tiny ape chittering as he unleashes chaos. You act quickly, surging forward with speed the trio could not have expected. You lay into them with the flat of your blade, and in moments have knocked them all to the ground, their daggers sent skittering across the floor out of reach. You stand over them for a long moment, debating killing them. How many innocent people just wanting to help them have these three defrauded and maybe even killed? And yet, slaying them would do so little, it's just beneath you. You're not even worth the effort, you declare dismissively, seeing in their eyes the condemnation striking right at their core. Take this chance and do better. Otherwise, I'll be back, and next time you won't be so lucky. Clear? Oh, Sir Sanj, it's such a Sanji. Sir Sanj is a Sanj. Everything about this. Okay, so we have completed that investigation. So we're going to mark that check mark off over here. And that was investigation 124? Yes, 24. And that spent 3 and 3. He still had 3 left, so that gives him 3 more leads, which means that he can do investigation 1-3 or 1-5. We're going to do investigation 1-3 because I already unlocked a bard in a contract quest. So we're going to get another card, which is going to be Corrente de Battaglia style, and what do your ape eyes see? I don't know if I'm going to read this one. It's going to depend on how much words there is because I kind of need the bathroom. I'm not going to read that one out loud because that's just a lead investigation. I will take care of that later. But I will read Stoneface's success for his sword, which is 11-1. Investigation 1-1 success. The stone tree's branches intertwine across the shrine ceiling like a web of veins. Nailed to the tree is an effigy of the sawed man, his beatific face serene even in the indescribable torment of his moment of sacrifice. The carving is elaborate, a thing of pure devotional beauty. The madman's sword is right there, just as he said, and has pierced the statue like a hot knife into pig fat, not a single fracture around the entry point. It's as if the statue welcomed the blade. You wrap your hands around the sword's guard, pulling it free. The moment your hand finds the pommel of the sword, a snarl echoes through the air around you. Spectral creatures emerge from the stonework at your feet, shapeless and sinister. For a moment, you imagine you see something human in them, but then it is gone like a ripple in a river, and you see other things. Hungry, formless, desperate to exist and take shape. For a moment, you feel fear at their approach, but when you bring the sword up to face them, they retreat as if it were a flame, fleeing back into the shrine shadows. You take a moment to regard the sword, noticing the blade. It is transformed from worked steel to ash gray stone. You spare a glance back to the statue of the sawed man, where the hole from the blade remains a gaping wound. Did the statue transform it, or is it the cursed air of the kingdoms? As the sword rests in your grip, you can't help feeling the righteousness of it, the rightness of it. A petrified weapon for a stone-cursed knight, as if this was intended. And that is it for today. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, keep your health bars full, keep your blood track full, stay away from chasms, and have a great day.